what we call the lookout point. I always used to say 500 meters from the farm, but I think when you run up here, you're trying to hurry, because I'm trying to attempt a 9 to 10K, the full loop that kind of, really it circumvents everything you see, because I come out on the other side of this gentleman's house. Raphael, I think it's safe to say that. At least that's what he goes by. I love Raphael. So anyway, it's back through the woods and up and down and over, and the magical pond is back there, and eventually you're over on top of that mountain and in the back, and eventually in about an hour and a half I should end up right there with 30 minutes just to walk up the road if I don't get lost. So clip one. First time I've done this in a while. The full loop. I did a partial once since we got back, but not the full. I think this is a cool area. The lighting seems odd because it feels quite dark, but my camera's making it unusually. It's picking up just a lot of light. That area I'm about to have to go up is clear cut. It used to be wood where we'd follow the trail. And as soon as you see the clear cut ends, it's straight elevation to the top. And that's when we get within 2K of what we call the magical pond. So 3 miles in. Twice now, because I haven't done this in a while. When 2012, Sunniva was working at a pet store. And yep, this is the marker. And that's the marker to head me up towards the magic pond. Then I took 2 wrong turns. I did the same thing 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to pause because this is really a bitch of a hill. It starts tough and it gets a lot tougher. But I'll catch you at the magic. Pause the workout. I did this exact same thing the other day, but I had to turn around and come back. I was wearing ice cleats and I never got the video up. I think I got some pictures. These markers are all along the intercoastal system. There's periods where it's so bare. There's just little pieces of tape, but they do a tremendous job of keeping it marked. That, if you can see through there, that's what I call the magical pond. Why? Because you gotta hike in, as you see, and some of it's easy to do, and others, you know, it's a little more technical. We bring our dog Sidious. I mean, you've got little areas like this, and this is not super advanced, but you gotta be nimble, I guess what I'm getting at, and be adept at trails. But pretty much anybody that is can. So what I think is so cool is, smart, it did it again. It started taking over the show again. But all this was solid ice that day, and I couldn't get down too far. But in the summer, you can just lay a towel down, picnic table. There are lily pads and frogs, and you can sunbathe. And I've never seen a soul in the 2 years I've been here. Never even crossed a soul anywhere in the 9K loop. So I've got a lot of pictures and a lot of albums. I just thought on this little video blog it'd be kind of cool. Alright, I'm back to moving with the M&M in the ears. I tell you, just to say again, I'll be journaling about this as soon as I get home, just in my little daily journal. Every single time I come back from a hike or a run, problems are solved, answers are more clear. I'm a more balanced, loving, compassionate, and empathic human being, highly aware of my own insecurities and my own flaws, but also at the same time acutely aware of how to solve them. It's something fucking unbelievable that occurs, and this is why I've always been active. But you get out of habit. It's like anything for people that struggle with eating or whatever. I think we all have some type of what I call ism. And you can get in and out of that rut of that ism. For me, I have to be active. I have a mind wired such that when I'm at my most beautiful point. I am who I am. I'm Jared. Nice to meet you. There's a lot of people that think they know me and they don't, and it's a shame, but that's life. And there's a lot of people that I think I know and I don't. Luckily, for my past story, I don't think it's a shame, because I think there's a great chance I could be a different person today, and if they're not today, they could be tomorrow. And that's the that's the beauty of being somebody who stumbled in life, is you'll always go to your grave with hope that other people will continue to aspire to do the same. Some won't get so lucky, but others will. All right, I'm back. I made it past the magic pond. This is the last cool spot. Probably all videotape. I mean, it's really cool with our dogs, because to see the Saluki glide here, there's some little narrow crevices with rocks, and you just got to be careful. It's very slick. The only way I'm able to come out and do it today is because snow and ice is coming back again. You can see the trail back down there in the creek. I come up the other side and over the ridge, and then there's one more beautiful lookout I'll take some video of. And then the last hour is pretty boring. It's just fire road and road. So, anywho, Magoo, that's it. It's been a great walk so far. I'll do a couple more short little walks, but versus the still shots, this is the kind of the live version of our neat farm loop. It's just a beautiful 9 to 10K loop where you start just off the woods. It gets less interesting from here, but you can see it's, well, you would see. I'm not going to film the highway, maybe a tiny clip, but the last 3K I think are just the road, where I pointed down from that hill at that gentleman's house. I forgot the full loop comes out quite a bit ahead of his, a couple kilometers at least ahead of his house, and then another couple more. Let's jump off this ledge. This huge thing that fell, normally you go right around there. I had to come twice. People think that I'm extremely reckless, but trust me, when I'm out alone hiking, I've been schooled by people like Chris Lyle who have me err on the side of caution. On the other side of this drop is 50 meters straight down. There's not much ledge to hold on to, but this is new. So I'm going to be jimmying on the other side of it so I can actually step down the natural stairwell stones that are the universe created so that my happy ass can get down there. Luckily I've done this a ton of times on my own, so I'm very comfortable with this route. And I love this. This is, I mean, how beautifully these stones appear to be mannish, maidish. I mean, this stone's worth something and quarried out at times, but it's everywhere here. It's like a limestone back home or something. But it creates this beautiful, just little natural staircase that gets you up where I came from at the magical pond. And here's my marker. As I say, there's always great markers because this is a long trail that eventually joins countries. So my trip from here gets more boring and I got to pick up the pace. So peace out. Thanks for putting up and maybe following along with at least some interesting geography and a different slant on the video blogs. We'll see. Peace. Like 8.1 kilometers, 5.09 miles. This is the other side of the harbor where we normally show you the shipyards. That's still Norway on the other side. The boats are up for the summer, but that cat keeps a sailboat right here. It's a lot of Norwegians that have what's called summer homes. Very few people live in Halle, this area, full time. But this is a really peaceful place. So I thought I would just pause one last time and piece of property right there for sale. Get you trying to sell somebody. But and Ellen's property actually goes down over the ridge and it's across the road, but if you built up in the very corner, you could have a place that would have a view of this water, at least on the second or third floor. If I owned it, it would be my dream. And I think somebody in the family will definitely should do that, and we'll plan on doing that. But how beautiful is this? That's it, folks. I got one more hill to climb, and I'm going to call this the beginning of training season.